Subsequent days, I had the same level of indifference in our day-to-day life, and she probably noticed it, but didn't say anything. A week later, she asked me why I was acting like this, and I told her I don't love her anymore.
Ooh.
Wow. She apologized for taking the 7-week vacation and asked if there was anything we could do to fix it. I told her no. We pretty much went through the motions the next couple of weeks before I finally decided that I wanted a divorce. She seemed devastated when I brought up divorce, which surprised me because I had already told her I don't love her anymore. She asked if we could do couples therapy or marriage counseling first before I started looking for a divorce lawyer, and I told her I needed some time to think about it. I've spent a few days thinking about it, and I'm still leaning towards divorce because I basically don't love my wife anymore. I don't think marriage counseling can fix it. So, am I the asshole for falling out of love with my wife because she took a 7-week vacation?
I don't think so. I mean, you feel however you feel, right? Like, I think that it wasn't just about the vacation. It was also about like her needing that much time away from him and away from their kids and away from their life. Like, damn, like 7 weeks is a lot. That is that is crazy, dude.
Why did no one tell me that men just don't get told nice things, apparently? Today I told my boyfriend, hey, you're deserving of love. And he cried so hard he got a nosebleed on my new dress. I'm not mad about the dress. I'm not mad about that at all. I'm mad about the fact that in his 18 years of life, no one, not a single person has told this man that he's deserving of love? Are you fucking shitting me?
I grew up in the projects. You know what my aunts were okay with? My damn cousins selling drugs so they can have leather couches and big screen TVs. They never told them not to. So these boys are doing the same thing every time a black kid goes to the NBA, NFL. What's the first fucking thing he say he gonna do with his first check? Buy his mama a house. So you had to be the fucking man in the fucking family. You had to leave college just to take care of this bitch because this bitch couldn't give you a daddy worth of fuck. Yet when Peyton Manning got drafted, he didn't have to buy Olivia Manning a house. You know why? Because she had a thing called a husband. And every one of these black dudes, you see them, they got to take care of their mama. They got to be the man of the house because she couldn't pick one. You don't see how sick that is?
It is.
I became your husband. I became your savior because you picked ain't shit motherfuckers. And I beat what you saddled me with. You saddled me with an ain't shit daddy.
Requiring a 7-week break from their children and home isn't a joke. The woman appears to be fleeing her responsibilities and the difficulties of her life. How a mother can be so far away from her children for so long is surprising. Her commitment and priorities are questioned by this behavior. It's hard not to wonder if she's keeping something from her husband and children. Her activities could demonstrate further issues, maybe even disloyalty. It is difficult to comprehend how a mother could justify such a prolonged absence, especially when the emotional and practical effects on her family are taken into account. Having some time off to re-energize is justifiable. However, 7 weeks appears to be over the top and possibly unsafe to the relational peculiarities.
Here are the 3 reasons I divorced my wife. Number 1, when I informed her that our neighbor died, she said, "Who, Ray?" Not appropriate to cheer at that moment. Number 2, when I told her my favorite month was coming up, she said, "Why'd you lie?" I didn't. Number 3 is when my dad passed away. He was at the hospital. I couldn't make it before his death. And when I got there, she told me that the doctor said that my dad was pronounced dead. There's no way I've been mispronouncing it my entire life. But she kept defending the doctor. And you know what, to be fair, I should have known. The first time I asked her out, I was like, "You want to grab some drinks?" And she said, "How about 10 tomorrow?" That's way too many.
A lady encountering issues in her marriage is reluctant to address and tackle these issues. Instead, she seems to make the issues worse and doesn't try to find a solution. Her relationship with her husband has deteriorated as a result of this avoidance behavior, which may be connected to her relationship with another person. The fact that she is committed to her marriage is strongly influenced by this circumstance. Her husband does not force her to address the issues because he is aware of her inability to listen or participate in resolving them.
Am I the asshole for falling out of love with my wife after she took a 7-week vacation?
Oh.
I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for 4 years, and we've been together for 8. She's a stay-at-home mom. We have Irish twins, 1 female, 2 male, which have been incredibly taxing for my wife. She wanted a solo vacation break for a few weeks where she would travel to different states, visit her high school and college friends, go to concerts, and do a lot of fun stuff. She asked if I would be okay with it. I asked if she could make it a couple of weeks shorter, because 7 weeks of managing our 2 children alone sounded really daunting, especially since work was also getting taxing recently. I do work remote, so at least that worked in my favor. I felt a sense of betrayal that my wife had actually gone through with the 7-week vacation. I slowly fell out of love with my wife. When she came back from her vacation, she was super refreshed and recharged, but to be honest, I was a bit indifferent. My wife tried to initiate sex the first night she came back, which I rejected because I said I wasn't feeling it.
But there's just something I'd like to say. For the last couple weeks, the reason I've been coming home late is because after work I've been meeting with a realtor. I've been looking at houses and they've been moving off the market so fast I had to make a deal. And I've been so tired lately from working all this overtime so we can save up extra, so we can move out of this bad rental in the ghetto into a really nice area. My bosses wanted to see me put in all those extra hours so I could get that promotion with a raise. So that's why I've been waking up extra early and leaving late. I've had to prove to them I'm serious. Well, today I got the promotion and just closed escrow on a brand new house in Beverly Hills. It has a giant yard and a great school district for the future family I want to raise.
Beverly Hills? Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry for what I just said. I didn't know you were doing all this for us. Wow. All I have ever wanted, it was to start a family and live in Beverly Hills.
Well, now you and Luis can do exactly that.
He is aware that pushing her might not result in anything positive. Her hesitance to chip away at their marriage and her contribution with someone else have made a crack that appears to be impossible. The husband may be resigned to the fact that he cannot force her to confront the issues because he is aware that his efforts may be in vain if she is not truly interested in repairing their relationship. A husband surprises his wife with the news that he has bought her a new house and been promoted at work after putting in a lot of effort to realize her goals. Rather than valuing his endeavors, she unexpectedly alters her perspective, uncovering her real essence. She appears avaricious and insincere due to this unexpected shift in attitude. She says she wants to stay with him now that he's done well, but her motives don't seem solid. After seeing her true colors, the husband is no longer willing to welcome her back into his life. He realizes that her interest in him is not based on genuine love or commitment, but rather on his financial successes. He comes to the realization that her affection is conditional and dependent on what he can provide, which marks a turning point for him. The husband is now aware of the reality of their relationship, despite his initial hopes and dreams of a future together. Her abrupt shift in perspective has uncovered her veracity, clarifying that she esteems his achievements more than their bond. The husband ultimately makes the decision to move on without her in order to safeguard his own well-being and seek a relationship that is more genuine and supportive in the future.
Hey babe, have a seat. I have some exciting news to tell you.
Yeah, I need to speak with you too.
Oh, great. Why don't you go first?
I want a divorce.
Wait, what? Why?
Well, Here's a few of the major reasons. The last few weeks, I cook you dinner. You come home 2 hours late. It was already cold. I had to toss it out. Do you know how much time it took to make that for you? And you're so lazy and broke. I'm sick of living in the ghetto. The toilet has been broken for months. The landlord won't fix it. And you refuse to find us a new house. And you don't even care to start a family. You go to sleep so late and you wake up so early and we don't even have time to try. It's been too much. I'm tired of this.
Okay, just relax. I have something that'll make you feel much, much better.
Enough, okay? I don't want to hear any excuses. All I want is a nice house and to start a family. And I've been looking at your friend Luis's Instagram
Wait, what?
recently.
What does Luis have to do with this?
He owns his own property. And he has photos with several kids. I think they're his nieces and nephews. And he's been posting all these videos on Facebook and they're doing super well. He must be getting paid. And so we've been going out recently.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. Look, I already have the divorce papers ready. Just sign them so we can both move on with our lives. Okay, I don't want to waste another second with you.
Okay, I signed it.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.